guys, so in this video, we're going to be defending this village that I made against tier 3 raid, I believe. So we got some defenses there that I'll cover later. So here we got our little fisherman's hut, which is kind of the forefront to the smuggler's den we got in the back. So here we got our actual village area. We got just a lot of different job stations, a bunch of different houses that I built. I maxed out a couple of trades just for fun. So yeah, we got our little smugglers down here. Here's the houses that I built. I think they're pretty nice, a little bit cute, you know. Then we got some areas. We got our blast furnace area. We got our arrow Fletcher station there. We got our bell. We got our iron golem dying to fire for some reason. You know, all those good things. Over here, we got another house. We got a little weapons making area and a potion making area. And we got a little farm going. Then we got the library and yeah, anyway. And then we got our fisherman's area right here with the secret painting door. So this guy's supposed to be our fisherman right here. But he, for some reason, has lost his job. So I don't know if somebody else stole it or if he just, I don't know. Anyway, there is a barrel right there. So he should be able to get it back if it's just his. So yeah, here we got our carpet. This carpet in the middle two sections has signs and a deep hole underneath, which the mobs don't recognize as actual a thing that they can walk on. And then the sides have the magma blocks under the carpet, which obviously burns, which is why it was taking damage there. Then if they make it through that, which they just have to open that door, then we got some arrows. We got the same carpet trick that they cannot walk over in the lava. And then here we got pufferfish spawn eggs. So they'll spawn and then they'll poison and do a bunch of nasty things to all the raiders. And then this, after they make it through those doors, they can make it into the actual area where the villagers are. So that's the plan. All I have to do is connect one piece of redstone right there, which I have right there. And then that will spawn or shoot a bunch of arrows and spawn a bunch of the pufferfish. So yeah, I guess I'll go and get the bad omen effect. So now I got the bad omen effect. It's only tier 3 because I not realized that I could go up to 5. So yeah, once I come towards the village, it should start a raid, and then I can go and hunt everybody down. Okay, there we go. The raid has started. So I'm gonna go to the front because that's where I want them to come. I don't know if they'll come, but okay. So from the sound of their horn, it sounds like they're on the back side of the mountain. I'm just gonna check inside just to make sure that there's nobody actually that spawned inside of the village, because it is a village that I made, so I'm not exactly sure how they connect or they set like the boundaries of the village and where the raid can come from. But I might stack up and then head over there. It is nighttime, which is probably not the best. I'm also gonna check out because they are running around, so I just want to make sure there's nobody actually in here. Plus, they took a little bit of damage the raid, you can see. So I just want to make sure that they're not in here actually killing things. Looks like we're good. There's nobody running around with an axe or a crossbow, so. And I have those leaves there because the Ravagers can break through leaves, and I wanted to give them a chance to actually completely foil my plan and not go to the front door and just break right through. I don't know how accessible it is actually from the mountainside, but hopefully it's good enough that they could actually do that if they were smart enough to. Okay, so it is once again nighttime, so stacking up might be a bad idea, but I think it'll be fine. I'm just gonna go for it. So yeah. I guess you guys can let me know what I should use as a defense next. I've already recorded another video. This one's a voiceover, so the last video, or the second video, should be coming out on Saturday, Saturday night. So I don't know when I'm gonna make this one come out. Maybe it'll be Friday or Saturday, so we'll see. Now we got a skeleton that's shooting me, so it's a good thing I wasn't stacking up there. But yeah, that one, the video tomorrow, or the second video, I am gonna be a lot more lenient because of how this one turned out. I know how this one turns out already, so I was a bit more lenient on my defenses, and I used a vanilla village and not build my own village for the second one. I just did some defenses, and yeah, I guess I'll stop foiling that one for you guys. So back here, I finally found these guys. Here you're gonna see my epic bow skills. They're really not very good. This game, I've played this game, or like Minecraft. Usually, I used to play it on the Xbox, and that was quite a while ago. So I'm not very good with the computer controls in general, and then with like all the updates, I'm not actually sure of certain functions. So I'm just going with kind of what I know about, like with like the carpet and the signs, because that's been around for a long time, with the deep pit underneath. And yeah, I'm just going for any defenses I can build. If you have any suggestions for defenses, you can comment them below. I'll for sure try it out. I don't know if it'll be in a video, but I'll definitely try it out, like to see if I can use it in some way. Yeah. If you have any ideas for like any other series you'd want, this one I can make tons of episodes, trying out different things, obviously. But I'd be willing to do like other series. So yeah, there's one more raider left. I honestly, I already know what happens. So yeah. Here I was thinking that I should take out the Enderman, because why not, right? It's like a really pretty tough mob. Anyway, it was a bad idea. Because look, we got two skeletons trying to shoot me from two different directions. We got the Enderman, which is hovering around, and then we got a zombie, which is also trying to take me out. Luckily, they took the zombie out and the skeleton out. Man, that skeleton is on my side. But now he's taking me out. So, I'm gonna grab this sword and the shield. I'm probably not gonna grab the armor. Just because, I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit cheap. But, I mean, the swords are already pretty cheap. But, oh well. I need something to actually kill things. I don't have any backup like iron swords, so. Yeah. I think if this was like a normal raid and I had like I think I only have like iron armor, um, I think I'd probably lose pretty fast, because these guys are pretty insane, and it is on hard mode. Because I didn't want the mobs to actually lose any of their like abilities that they would have in like easy or great, easy or normal difficulties. So I set them to hard. I don't know if they would lose abilities that they have, but anyway, so they do a lot of damage. This guy, I spent about 15 minutes looking for him. He is on the other side of the mountain. So yeah, I finally found him. I was really happy. And yeah, I was hoping after this guy did spawn on the other side of the mountain by the front door. And it sounds like they did. So we're good. So now I was pretty excited to actually test out my actual defenses. And here they are. So now I'm running towards the front door because I want to see how this thing works. Unfortunately, though, this guy, he went on the wrong side. Because I have mango blocks on both sides and the holes in the middle. So these guys, obviously I went through this little passage, so that way is closer than I am to this way, technically. So I think that's why they were running on that side. Also, I'm pretty sure, because I looked it up, and they can't open the door. But they just didn't. I don't know if it's because they were taking damage with the magma blocks or what was going on. But they can never open that door for some reason during this whole entire raid. So I think I open it pretty soon here. Overall, this raid was it was fun, but it wasn't like incredibly fun because like a lot of the time was just spent with them running into the walls and not actually going to test out my defenses. I tried to make it easier at certain points, like building them staircases and all that, but I don't know. They seem to like to swim in this water over here and on the other side, so I mean, it is really close to because the village is like all in this mountainside. But there's no way they're getting through that stone right there. So overall, I thought the pathfinding of these guys would be a bit better. I thought they'd be able to see that there is like pretty much only one way in, or if the Ravager could get through the other hole in the wall, then there'd be two ways in. But yeah, it did not turn out that way. So lots of this is just me hunting them down, and overall, I don't want to be hunting them down. I wanted to test out my defenses, which I guess if you build your village in a mountain, it's a pretty good defense with one entrance. So next time I'll have to, I don't know, if I ever do it in a mountain again, I'll have to make like, I don't know, maybe like 8 entrances. Just like quarter up the mountain. And have like, I guess, less strict defenses. Because overall in this raid I died a couple times already. I died there was 2 times you saw. And I think I'll die a bit more. So yeah, here I'm building the staircase to hopefully get them to follow me. And there they actually cornered me. Or they surrounded me, which is pretty good. So here the door is actually open, so then they should be able to actually get over there. I also stood up here so that they could get through, hopefully. So here I was pretty excited because I thought they'd actually make it through. And then I could actually test this thing out. And they did. So I turned on the machine. Unfortunately, I did not actually show the pufferfish area until later. So I not realize that there's one more guy. And I not once again show him getting killed by the pufferfish. Essentially, they'd get close to the pufferfish, they'd blow up, or the pufferfish would get bigger. They'd suck in a bunch of water, and then they'd get poisoned and hungered, I think. So yeah, as you can see, the carpet works really well. So that creeper cannot get to me, even though I clearly just walked over here. And then he died to the magma blocks. So it's pretty easy. So this cobblestone little thing there is probably like the worst mistake I made. I wanted a better angle. And I got it, which is fantastic. But later it became pretty detrimental to my health. So that's something you can look forward to. And if I sound really like not very excited, it's because I've already tried to record this voiceover a couple times, but I was muted. So, well, the first time I was just kind of going over what I should say, and the second time, which was already one extra time, I was muted, and now this is the third time. So I guess I'm just not as excitable to say the same things or similar things 3 times in a row. But yeah. So there's that part. Yeah, I cannot see that there's a block there until I got there, and then I tried jumping, and yeah. That's a pretty good trap I laid for myself. But yeah, any suggestions you guys have for like other series or other things you would want me to do? Any other traps or I guess strategies you'd want me to try with the village defense series? Or anything you'd want, I don't know. I also do skits if you look at my channel. So I might do a skit if that's something people want to see. Or yeah, anything else. I don't know. I'm pretty open to suggestions. I'm here to have fun. So yeah. I think the Vindicator's pathfinding is even worse than the Pillager's pathfinding, because they both just died there. Which, yeah. Because when you hit a Pillager, all the other Pillagers, like, somehow, like, psychically know that you're there then. So then they all come running over to where you are. But that doesn't really happen with the Vindicator so much. I don't know, maybe it's because the Pillagers, I don't know, maybe they're coded because they're a ranged unit or something to do that. I don't know. Okay, so now I just have a Ravager left. It's another hunt for one last raider, which is probably my least favorite part of this entire raid. Just trying to hunt down everybody because my mountain was too big and it was hard to find things. Here I was even looking for my leaf entrance into the actual villager area, but I cannot find it. So I know the Ravagers sometimes they get stuck on trees. That's what I was looking over there. So here I had stretched these leaves across the cave entrance, and I had an iron golem inside. Because I did not want to. I don't know why I did not want to, but I did not want to light up the cave. And it's like directly under my actual smugglers den village. So I put an iron golem in there and leaved both sides, which you can see that those leaves were broken, and then obviously this guy killed the iron golem. So good for him. And then the leaves were broken on the other side and gravel fell down, obviously. So that was interesting. And that's also how I knew he was over here, because I saw that the leaves were broken and that stuff. So yeah, I think this is the final wave of the raid. I don't know if I ran out of time or what happened. Because in the end I not lose the raid, but I also did not become the hero of the village. And it kind of just, the bar just went away halfway through this wave. So I don't know if it's because I had to look for the last ones of the raid, the waves, the 2 times. It took quite a while. But yeah. But I did decide after the raid to test out my defenses by summoning a bunch of pillagers. So that there you'll actually be able to see like what the pufferfish actually do, and I guess yeah, you'll have to see. This raid was still kind of exciting. It wasn't like I wasn't risking anything by doing it. Like it's not like this was my survival world or anything. So I feel like I would have been a bit more excited if it was. If I was actually losing a village, even one that I built or one that, yeah. But here, I guess it doesn't really matter anyway because they could never make it inside. Due to the mountainscape mostly. So far, like 3 of them made it into the front actual door area. So with that, if I not have the pufferfish there, then there'd be 3 that would have made it inside the village, and then that would have been easily handleable by the iron golems that are inside. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing mountains anymore. Yeah, so here you could see that the raid bar had actually disappeared. And like, yeah, this guy's still alive, so it's not like I killed all of them or they killed all of my villagers, because yeah. After I killed this guy, I was kind of like, okay, well, what's next? Did they win? Did they sneak in somehow? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure I just ran out of time on the raid. I like outlasted the raid or something, which is kind of boring. I wanted to see an actual resolution. But it's okay. My next video is a lot more interesting on this, just because there's more risk reward. They do get into the village, and I do have to defend instead of hunt down. It changes from me being the hunter and them being the prey to me running away and them hunting everything down. So, well, not quite running away, but the roles are a lot more swapped. So yeah, here I'm just checking to make sure everything's good. Making sure, here I'm like, oh, there's actually nobody here. Did they actually? And I'm like, oh, Iron Golem right there. And it's nighttime, so that's why they're all sleeping. Push this guy back onto his bed. There we go. And it's all nice and peaceful. I still got a nice smuggler's den. I was thinking of role playing the raiders being like, I don't know, like Wild West lawmen, and this being our like smuggler's den, or like, I don't know, some like trading company, and we're like pirates. But I don't know. Maybe I'll do that in a later video. This one is just a raid. It wasn't very exciting. Definitely episode 2 is a lot more exciting. Okay, so here I decided to test out my actual defenses. I skipped the first step because they could barely get past that anyway. So then it was just the arrows, the lava pit, and the pufferfish. And then I have that villager over there. So we'll have to see how this goes. It took me a while to decide whether I wanted to release them first or turn on the redstone first. So you'll get to see that mental hesitation and awkwardness, I guess. And there you go. So you can see that the ones that were hit with the arrows did not actually fall in the lava. I don't know if it was because the space was too wide, or if it's just... I guess maybe if I had like knockback arrows, that'd be better. Sure. I don't know which one it is, but yeah. I'm gonna turn this off before there's a bajillion fish. So I might test it out once again, because one of them did make it through and was shooting the villager. So I guess I want to see if that's like a common trend, or if that's just he was lucky or what. You can hear that the pufferfish are actually getting overcrowded and suffocating and dying type stuff. And yeah, once again, one pillager made it through. They shoot the pufferfish that hit them before they actually go after the villager, which is kind of interesting. And this guy only shoots the pufferfish that hit him before he goes through. Shoot him prior. So. You're gonna summon 3 to see what happened. And once again, one of them made it through, which was interesting. And here I kind of decided that maybe he earned it by going through, but then I wanted to actually see if this guy would run away through the pufferfish or not. And he did try to. So, yeah. And these guys, after running through the pufferfish, are just one shot. So, yeah, that was. The tests went pretty well. There's still lots of pufferfish, so if that was going for a while, I mean, they'd crowd and dive, but they could go for a long time. Overall, the defenses did pretty well. I'm probably gonna kill some of these pufferfish before they, I don't know, maybe leg up my game or something. But yeah, if you did enjoy, you can like and subscribe. It really does not hurt you in any way, but it helps me out. So, the only thing that might affect you is if you turn on the bell, and then you'd get a notification when I upload, which can either be a plus or a minus, depending on if you actually liked my content or not. So, and of course, you can always take your likes and subscribes back. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.